Okay, we are live on this beautiful Kagurabachi Sunday. That's a lie. The weather is really crappy outside, but we have Kagurabachi today. So it's a good day. I don't know what to say. Let me just share the screen and then I'll start talking about some of the things that I wanted to discuss from last week. So last week I was really excited because we saw actually, wait a minute, I'll pull it up. It was this page. Oh, let's see, they corrected the Hibiki translation. I thought the Hishaku were going to use Samura to hunt down the contracted sword bearers first. That's why I assigned Shiba and Hiyuki to security. This means he assigned them to secure the other two sword bearers, meaning Shiba and Hiyuki are not here, which is not what I said last week. I said, well, there, that's better. You can see the screen now. Which is not what last week I was super excited to see them do something. They're probably not going to do something. They are elsewhere. But we already know what's up. We are in the middle of the Kamunabo attack. Curry is here to help. Let's see what happens with page 1. How can I help? Take it easy. First, let me introduce myself. My name's Kudo. Mr. Kudo, how can I help? Take it easy. Okay, right off the bat, this is the first head Kamunabo member whose name we know. Kudo. Take it easy. Next, let's assess the situation. As the broadcast stated, there's an enemy attack. The Hishaku? More than likely. Chihiro Rokuhira is detaining Samura at the moment. Chihiro. Whoops. Just make sure I don't. If they're here, the Hishaku's targets are the Shinoichi and the Swordmaster. If they get their hands on both, it'll be the end of this country. But hopefully, it won't come to that. That's where you come in. Here's how you can help. We want you to teleport the Shinoichi. While you were unconscious, we resealed the Shinoichi. It's in a similar state to before the Raikuzaichi. If we can completely isolate it in a subspace, the Hishaku will have no way of getting at it. The warehouse. Really smart play, actually. If he can seal the Shinoichi into his storehouse, there will be just no way to get it. I mean, maybe they can torture it out of him, but that's always an option because it's not like he has hostages. His whole point of the Raikuzaichi is what Kaora always had hostages inside of his thing. And plus, these are the bad guys. We were the good guys at that point fighting them. So put in the storehouse, and then if you kill Hakuri, it just disappears. Pretty good strategy. When you overused your sorcery, you were hanging by a thread, and your access to the storehouse dwindled. We barely managed to save it by transplanting a portion of your nervous system that governs ISO, your other sorcery. Nah, shoot. Whoops. Sometimes it gets like that. You mean your sorcery is alive, but you lost a little bit of your abilities, ISO and storehouse, so they're limited. To put it simply, we won't completely know until you do a test run. This was only possible because your unusual constitution allows 2 types of sorcery. If you overdo it again, you could completely lose both. Not good, Hakuri. Honestly, it was all our fault for putting you in that position right after the battle at the Raikuzaichi. No, I appreciate what you did. Right, because he was... I could still be useful. Please take me to the Shinoichi. Okay, let's take it easy. We're on our way. But the enemy's here. Don't you realize where you are? West entrance, underground level 1, Kamunabo headquarters. Threat. Chapter 79, threat. Oh, these are the Hishaku members. Hey, this is the Kamunabo headquarters, right? They let us infiltrate so easily. And there isn't a single person to ambush us. They've got the important stuff stashed here. Why would they leave themselves so open? It must be a trap. They can't scare us with these traps. Keep going. So there's 3 of them. I don't think we've seen any of these guys yet. These should be the 3. Well, then there's still a 4th out there that we haven't met, right? Because I went over this last week. That we know 6 of the characters. Willibald! Let's go! Welcome back, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. I bet I wasn't watching chat. Sorry, no worries, man. We're getting into it. We are getting into it. Welcome back, bro. Tech. I worked at the Kamunabo headquarters underground west entrance for 18 years. Ever since the Kamunabi's inception, I've been the commander of this zone. Before the Kamunabo, there was a counter sorcery army. During the Seitei War, the Kamunabo was created as an emergency response to the threat of sorcerers from Shikoku. Originally, it adopted the army's ranking system. It's discontinued now, but a person's former rank tells you a lot about their abilities. Okay, so I was gonna say, like, is this the new power system, or is this like the grade system from JJK? But no, let's continue. Back then, I was a 2nd lieutenant, the very bottom of the junior officers. I feel like this is cutting off, but it's not. Which is bothering me a little bit. But anyways. In other words, I have significant martial experience. Everyone stationed on this level does. We're well prepared to deal with an emergency attack. However, shoot. Yeah, military. Yeah, this is special grade sort of. Yeah, or that sort of ranking. We have 7 enemies with elite fighting. We have 7 enemies with elite fighting abilities. They're believed to be the Hishaku. 3 attackers are coming our way. Code Mouse. Repeat, Code Mouse. When an enemy infiltrates the facility, he can sense their threat level. Code Mouse means that our forces here aren't sufficient. We're sending counter forces to underground level 1 central area. In other words, our mission is to direct enemies towards central area without engaging them in combat, to avoid any unnecessary casualties. One of them is clearly Hishaku. He has emblem on his hand. But the other 2, whoa. Okay. Interesting. The commander was horrified for good reason. The Hishaku were accompanied by the Shigyu brothers. Don't worry, Hishaku. You don't need to pay us. Also, these guys are mercenaries. This guy's kind of weird looking. This guy looks awesome. That guy's kind of weird looking. They come from an ordinary family, and yet they once butchered 11 Kamunabo, including officers. We don't give a damn about the Shinichi or the Swordmaster, so long as we get to Rampage. All right, so these guys are big shot mercenaries that Hishaku brought in. Honestly, I didn't expect that. I thought they were actually attacking with their own forces, but interesting. Maybe not all the Hishaku are fighters. Well, those 2 would more than make up for it. Right now, our presence is hidden by the force field, built into our grid. So long as we don't make a sound or emit hostile energy, they won't sense us. We can avoid a battle. Wait, are they right behind the grates? Interesting. He was flooded by a wave of revulsion for good reason. His nephew was among the 11 who were slaughtered. I don't want to be a great man like you, Uncle. Starting today, I'm finally Kamunabo. I can devote my life to protecting this nation too. Yes, our job is to protect a nation. I can't expose my troops to danger based on my personal feelings. Fucko looks like a wannabe fusion between Gecko Moria and Hisoka. I see that. I could see that. A little bit more of the Gecko Moria is showing in there. React to lookism. It would be more hype. What is that? What's lookism? That's a manga series. Duh. I haven't heard of this. All right, honestly, I'll check it out after this. But that's thanks for the heads up. Who's that? Demon Guts. I'll have to check that out. Excuse me, I find off a bit of allergies. Focus on commanding. Yes, they're here. Don't tell me he picked up on that subtle energy. Oh, yo, that's right there. That's the guy. Oh, we don't know his name. He was the guy at the attack with Chihiro, and oh shoot, I lost it. He was the guy. Oh, I'm pulling it up. Kunishige. This guy. Oh, shoot, I lost it. This guy. That's him, who was here at the attack against Rokihira. Huge. That's interesting. All right. Anyways. Seriously, your detection abilities are insane. 23? No, 24. Should we waste them? Do as you please from this guy. How on earth? Despite our force field, he detected our exact numbers. Gah, now we'll have to engage. No, they're pitiful insects. They're not worth our time. Let's keep going. That's crazy. Just leaving them. He feels like really, he's like, I don't want to do this. I did not want to do this. How pathetic. Come on, Kamunabo headquarters. I hope you offer us some decent entertainment. My nephew's murderer spared my life. Oh my god, it froze up again. Samurai Hishaku, exactly. Three assassins, central area, underground level 1. As of now, 3 enemies have entered. The other 4 haven't yet. Thanks to the report. No gloves, I'll do this barehanded. That's Azami. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at this. The music. Kamunabo headquarters, central area, underground level 1. The threat elimination grounds. Samurai Hishaku, and then the 2 brothers. The music and everything. It's awesome. Executioner, Soshiro Izami. In the counter sorcery land forces, he rose to the rank of colonel at the tender age of 18. Now, let me go back to this. Colonel is... Okay, so basically everything under the... At 18. Pretty cool. Sorry, excuse me if I'm just stuffy. Izami has his page is not no, it's not, dude. It keeps buffering. Izami has his own personal band to hype. Dude, this is a really cool like arena. I really fuck with this. What a racket. Is that supposed to be intimidating? Finally, somebody worth our while. I know this guy. He's good. And what is that? That Tatsenseki? What is that? Or is that their sorcery? Okay, that's obviously his sorcery. Yellow chains. Launching towards Izami. Already wrapped him up. They're fast. Jumps up and dodges. Now is being attacked from both sides. The executioner was livid. He questioned Chihiro in depth about the incident. Yep. Dude, the Izami traitor theories are so stupid, bro. I've been saying. He's basically Master Chief, highest on-field rank. Yeah. He could be higher, but that's bureaucracy rank. I was gonna say because he's on like the head council, right? Wouldn't he be? I mean, I don't know if that correlates. But dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He questions Chihiro on death about the incident. He recognizes this guy, breaks the chains, and just damn, dude. All right, that guy's done. I was not a fan of that guy. He's like, big brother. Azami's fighting style is assault and battery. It's just Azami's fighting style is just a crime. It's assault and battery are charges. Small tricks don't work against sheer power. Whoa. They're squaring off. He's probably the Hishaku. He's a Hishaku, probably the one responsible for Rokuhiro's attack. When Shiba detected the attack, he arrived in under 10 seconds. But the Hishaku finished their job within that brief moment. The three Hishaku who killed Rokuhiro were the best of the best. These two losers don't compare. The rule of the threat elimination grounds is that threats die here. We finally meet. Calm down. Right. Okay. Criminal charges of fighting style. I know, that's so funny. His fighting style is assault and battery. That's awesome. All right, hell yeah. I'm like low key, like, is it like this guy? Where'd he go? Like this guy was kind of, he's just kind of goofy looking. I'm like, him just getting one shot to the head right here and just being gone. Perfectly okay with. I was gonna say the other brother was the cooler looking one, anyways. But I was gonna say, I love how he's like, these two losers don't compare. That's crazy. Nice power system, dipshit. Let me check these hands. Exactly, bro. Azami don't mess around. I just want to say, I was sort of. People are like, oh, I wonder what Azami's sorcery is like. I'm like, based on his first introduction, he's just hands. That's just what he do. So wait, now I want to see, because like this guy does look like, I pointed that out. Looks very different here. A lot of people were theorizing that this was a woman, because it kind of looks like he's got like hair there, and like I don't know what's going on with the loops. Yeah, a lot of people thought this was a woman, but now I was never quite sure. So seeing that it's like, this is obviously a dude. He's got the mustache, the nose. Don't see his eyes, but very cool. Very cool. Love that. You said it. But no, I always saw Azami sort of as a Rock Lee type of guy, where he just comes in, he just got the hands. And dude, I love this like arena with the music going on. That's so cool. I can't wait to see this in the anime. Then he squares off against these guys, and he's like, he's good, yellow chains. And I love how he just like, all he has to do is see this guy, gets pissed off, breaks through the sorcery, turns around, and just kills him. Basically. And then like the music's going, and then sheer power. Boom. So cool, dude. So cool. He's a samurai, but he's got armor on one arm only, so I theorize he's an archer. Ooh. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Interesting. You're probably right with that theory. That is good. Because yeah, like even in this shot, you see he doesn't have it. Not gonna lie. So this was a good chapter. I just feel like I don't really get the point of this guy. Just seems like we just sort of wasted 3 pages, like, or not even. These are 6 pages. Like, just sort of like these, like 6 pages in the middle is just sort of like a waste, honestly. The only interesting thing is here introducing the sort of ranking system, but it is just a lot of like, and I mean, yeah, we introduced these guys, but again, like we could do that in 2 pages, and then because obviously these guys could hang around for a while. Yeah, just a hype man for the fodder to hype the zombie up more. I mean, yeah, that's true. It does. It's not like it doesn't serve a purpose, but I don't know. I would have rather seen just more of a zombie doing stuff. I would have been more impressed by that. But this is what I'm saying. People who thought a zombie was the traitor never been on that. I've never agreed with that theory. Nah, never. And so yeah, the fact that like he sees it, he gets pissed off and just gets him. And I love the we only see one eye from a zombie. Like, he is cold here. He really is. Man, this arena is too cool. So I really can't wait to see what goes on between a zombie and this guy. Got me super hyped up from that. A little disappointed at Curry. It does kind of seem like we're let's see what's it. Yeah. Brazzle Bro keeps insisting it's funny. Who's that? Brazzle Bro. No, or probably Brazil. I mean, stupid Brazil, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure. I am familiar with your game, good sir. But yeah, a little disappointed that they're kind of talking here. Like, you've lost a bit of both abilities, ISO and Storehouse, so they're limited. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted Curry to come back and be strong. That's all I want. I wanted Curry to do cool stuff. That's all I want, man. But we're sort of just using him as a plot device for the time being. He's gonna try to take care of the Shinoichi. So these are our 3. We got Samurai Shaku. Sorry, I'm so stuffy. Allergies. Samurai Shaku looks like a planner. He thinks all the moves he sees. Yeah, he is like sort of just like he brought these guys just to sort of like throw at an opponent to see what they're like. Oh, wait a minute, dude. I am like actually stupid. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes my reading comprehension just goes out the window. Okay, see, okay, so is that the guy who's been? Because I've been on Kagura. I've been on the Kagura. Yes, I got you. I'm familiar now. Because here, actually, I have this pulled up. I've been on looking at the Kagurabachi Reddit a lot, and I see what you mean. This guy, yes, I've seen him a lot. Dude, have you seen this? The guy who does the white purity style. He is
right here, very, very sharp. I'm not moving from here.
Look at this dude. It's so cool.
Shout out to Chihiro.
Shout out to Chihiro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so awesome. And then we got this other guy doing it. It's so great. I love that. I love it. But okay, my reading comprehension just goes straight out the window. He had this guy too. I'm stupid. I completely missed he got the second brother. I completely missed that. Like I saw this. For some reason, I thought he maybe hit him again. I wasn't sure what I thought this panel was. I don't know anymore. But yeah, obviously, he jumps up behind him, hits him. Now he's done. He's finally going to go for him. I'm stupid, bro. Check the retweets. There's an improvement from another guy. Oh. No. Dude, I'm not like super familiar with Twitter. How do you check retweets? Oh, I reposted it. Here. No. Oh, you talking about this guy? They're actually pulling off a sword style that's not meant to. I know, that's so funny to me. It's like, this is not
respectful towards Mr. Oxwaka because that guy can cut, man. Like I have a lot of respect for the dude. It just looks so cool. I love Kagurabachi. Anyway, let's talk about the mechanics of DIY purity style.
No, we're just watching
What
this now.
Chihiro does in the manga is hold the blade like this and then pull it out.
Yes.
And while it's currently heading towards the opponent, he twists the blade and adjusts his grip.
Yes.
Twisting it like this is kind of wrong. What he really does is kind of just, I think, because you can see at the end of it, he has this grip.
He has that
fully
hand,
closed.
yes.
And from pointing towards his opponent,
I'm gonna stop commenting. I'm just gonna
holding
let this
the
guy
hand,
go.
the blade like this. He cuts like this. Sing. And if you really think about it, mechanically speaking, that's a bit faster than the regular draw style, wherein you just draw out the blade and then you cut. Whereas in the white purity style, all you do is draw the blade and cut at the same time. Now, why is this different from what Mr. Oxwaka does? Well, what Oxwaka does in the first place is hold the blade like this, and then twist, and then pull, which is a little bit different because if we see what happens, that's going to deliver a cut that travels upwards.
Yes.
Whereas what Chihiro does in the manga is he delivers a cut that travels downwards.
Yes.
So yeah, I hope that clears things up about how the style really works. It's hard to demonstrate, particularly because it's a fictional style.
Because I remember them talking about it being. Oh, this was right here the whole time. I'm just stupid. I remember, they're talking about it because it's not just that you're drawing it underhanded, you're also drawing it backwards. So you draw it out, like he says, and then you twist it. Whereas, what this guy does. Wait, does he do? I feel like he does it right.
I could have been a fucking master. You know what I'm saying?
Can I like go frame by frame? That was quick. Does he? Oh, but there's no twist. I see. He's just.
Shout out to Chihiro.
I'm gonna go. Yes, I see what the guy's saying. He adjusts his grip, so he twists. I'm getting like way too into this. Oh yeah, because I was gonna say I think I saw one. Where he did like this guy did here, let me get out of here. Get out of here. He did like there was a comparison. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it here. Who's this guy? Wait. Yeah, now he's doing it wrong. I could just tell. Izami the first to ever see his own boss music. Okay, but there was a clip I saw of the same guy. He twists the wrist, not the boy. Yeah, because I remember them saying like it's not just you're doing underhand draw, but you're drawing with this is why I feel like it would be quicker just to draw with the blade facing down. Wait, okay. I'm not going to show this, but I have my own katana. I'm going to practice right now because I feel like I'm holding it upside down. You have the blade facing you. You have to draw it out and twist the blade 180 degrees before hitting. I don't know why that would not just be quicker to draw it out with your knuckles facing where the blade is. So you could just in one motion have the... You guys probably can't even hear me. I'm way too far away from my microphone. I mean, I think that's the whole point, is that it's really not supposed to work. but they're making it work. That's just great. I love that. But yeah, dude, Azami Aura. We've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for Azami to do something. Executioner. They call him Executioner. Awesome. Very freaking cool. And he just puts these two dudes down like it's nothing. And we're gonna get the real fight with Samurai Shaku next week. Really great chapter. Really good. Not my favorite. Let's do one of my favorite parts where I'm envious. Yeah, I have I got the 3 that Zoro has from One Piece. I got the set of the 3 of them. So right now I'm messing with whatchamacallit. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot the name. The Cursed Blade. Kagurabachi, a different breed. Yeah. No, it's the One Piece ones. If they made, oh, dude, if I can get like an N10, that'd be so dope. That would be really cool. But I have the Cursed Blade that Zoro has, the red one. I cannot think of the name of it right now. But I have the Wado Ichimonji and oh my god, I'm totally Enma. Yes, Enma. I was totally blanking on the name. Yes. Oh no, so I have Enma, and then I also have. I'm looking it up. Zoro's Curse Blade. This is gonna bother me. I know its name. The Katetsu, the red one. Well, I'll show you guys a picture. I have this with like the red one. So that's what I was just messing around with. But yeah, anyways, not super relevant to the discussion we're having. Kitetsu, yes, I got the Kitetsu one. I could have gotten the one with Shusui, but I was like, nah, I think the Enma is way cooler. I really like the Enma. I really do like the Enma. I always like reading through these comments. I definitely see those two getting one shot. Yeah, no, me neither. I thought those guys were going to be built up. Hope they don't kill Azami. Me too. I think the master is definitely getting out. Makes me wonder how long the series will go for. Glad Curry's powers are mostly intact. They're just too cool to let die. Hope he can train back, but it isn't kind of the manga. With training arcs, true. After me flipping out about the Shinoichi. Yes! The Shinoichi being stored in the same place as the master. Come on. That was just dumb. Got Hunter x Hunter vibes from the old counter sorcery ranking system, and the two brothers getting gassed up and then wasted instantly. Not sure why. Maybe the Hisoka Joker looking one. Hey, that's what you said. That's what you said. Yubashiri. Dude, I'm so bad with names. Yubashiri. Was that the one that got destroyed by? Yeah. That's a cool looking one too. Wait a minute. That is a real cool looking. But that's the one that got destroyed in Ennie's lobby. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. So the Kamunabo have their own Thunderdome for security reasons. That's funny. And the amps instruments amping socials. See, that's what I'm saying. Like there does have to be some. There's got to be some sort of rusted. Yeah. R.I.P. Yubashiri. Yubashiri. R.I.P. Yeah, what's mostly concerning is that those weren't Hishaku. There are 2 agents unaccounted for. They're based off of Joker and Bane. Oh, see, I should have seen the Bane. I should have seen that. There goes the tax money. The Kamunabo taxes go to their own Thunderdome. I don't even know if that's what you're referring to, but that's just what I thought of. Oh my god. Knew those brothers were dead the moment introduced. For real. I want to see what am I sharing this? I want to see what Twitter's saying. This motherfucker is gonna grow back his head or something. Probably not. Odds on him dying. No gloves. Yeah, I was curious about that. What was going on with that? The no gloves. Hishaku's elite squad just got killed. And anytime it's an elite squad, they're dead. Man really said no gloves. That's dope. So cool. Do we have? Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have official power levels now? The way they explain it, it's not like a 1-to-1. It's not like directly. I mean, not like Kagura. Not even like the Jujutsu Kaisen grading system is 1-to-1. Like the curse that they meet at the very yeah, it's cool. Like the Jujutsu Kaisen grading system isn't perfect either because it's like, isn't that the very first curse they fight? The first finger bearer, isn't that a special grade? But then like 3-finger Sukuna like easily kills it. Like it's such a wide spectrum. But like, yeah, I could definitely see, maybe not like I can see general officers, field officers, and junior officers, like that, maybe even this, but like that could be a good breakdown for power system. I don't know. He wants to help. Oh, what? Man, good thing they rated the HQ, because imagine to find this chapter with him wearing his goofy casual outfit. That's true. He does look cool. He does look cool with the almost like a cape. Well, not a cape, but it looks like it. I was gonna say, this guy did not look like what I thought he was gonna look like. He's got the Colombian big mustache kind of dude. Italian kind of. Give me Italian vibes. These were the ones who tried to save Hirohiko in chapter 57. Whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. A Colombian uncle is great. Yeah, it's funny. Lost all meaning. Yeah, because at the end of JJK, like all the characters are freaking special grade and didn't mean nothing. That, I don't know if that's true. That'd be interesting though. Oh, dude, this guy kept reading. Yeah, I was seeing people talk about like his streams that he did covering it all. It looked really cool. All right, anyways, I feel like we're, this isn't like one of those crazy hype chapters. That is interesting. I'm not convinced, but like I could definitely see that. That would be interesting if we can get reference to that. So something I want to go over. We have 10 total Hishaku, right? Oh, I'm gonna look up a picture. It's for reference. Or wait, we can look at Kagurabachi wiki. Here, I'll share my tab. So here, can we go members? So we have. Okay, come on, idiot. I was gonna say. So there are 10 Hishaku members. There's Yura, number 1, Hishaku, number 2. It's the same guy. Come on. Samurai Shaku, number 3. Worst Genist, number 4. Hirohiku, number 5. Kuguri, number 6. And Todo, number 7. It means there are still 3 out there, right? Now, what they said is 3 have come in. So Hirohiku, Todo, and Kuguri, not there. Not there. He has also entered, meaning there are 4 outside. Probably, and we know Yura and Hishaku are there. So either worst genist and 1 random guy is there, or 2 people we haven't met. One, it's there, there's not. That's one of the options. Now, yeah, I was gonna say I want to go watch his because I've heard a lot of people talking about that dude's live stream, and I want to go back and watch that. 2 didn't show up, probably more. Right. Well, no. Well, there's still 4 outside, right? So it's Yura, we know for sure is there. Hatshaku, we know for sure is there. Worst Genist is probably there. And now it's one of these 2, meaning there is one unaccounted for. Because that's no, I'm tripping because these guys are idiots, and this is messing up my count because they counted this guy twice. So there are 3 out there that we don't know. So Yura and that Hatshaku are there, and then a combination of Worst Genist and then 3 other mystery men are there. Yes. Fem Shaku was with Samurai Shaku and Hatshaku in the Samurai. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think those are 2 different guys. Wait a minute. I'm tripping. What chapter did we see? I just got to pull up the panel that we saw earlier. Hishaku. Because I always got the impression. Yeah, no, I'm tripping. That is probably being referred. This is Samurai Shaku, and that is Fem Shaku is still out there. Probably. I mean, oh yeah, no, we just get like direct. Yeah, look, that leg is him. Okay. Yep. You know, I see your comment. Talking about media literacy, dude. I'd be struggling sometimes. I just should be going over my head. Okay. I don't know why I was under the impression that Yura was the one at his father's kid. Well, obviously not, because doesn't Chihiro say he wasn't there? Or like Chihiro doesn't recognize him, so obviously it wouldn't be. Oh my god, dude, I am tripping. So yes, there are 2 different. These are 2 different characters, dude. I'm struggling. These are 2 different characters, even though for some reason I thought they were the same. So yes, Fem Shaku is still out there. So yeah, I mean probably 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be our squad right here. And then now these 2 mystery guys are out there doing who knows what. If you ask me, I hope they're attacking. I mean, I don't hope this. We're leveling up. Yeah, increasing our reading comprehension. That's what we're doing. It took me a minute. God, I'll be missing shit. Yeah, that dude's leg is just that. Yeah, obviously. It's funny how that's like how because it's like Azami saw this exact panel, but no, he's just. Anyways, it's just that's for us to recognize that this guy is this guy. Yada yada yada. But yeah, so there's still 2 Hishaku out there. Thank you, Willow Bald. 2 Hishaku out there. My hopes are they attacking one of the other sword bearers. You know, because it seems like they are they like to operate in 2-man cells. Maybe that's just a thing I'm picking up. Like I'm looking too much into because I like the Akatsuki. But Toto and Kuguri are obviously like a team. And then Hirohiku and Worst Genist were kind of a team that we saw. What was that? Oh, Azami looks weird in this panel. This one? This looks a little odd. I see. Oh, I thought that was his hand. No, kind of see his ear sticking out. That is a little weird. Are you talking about here? He does look a little odd. He's got the whole one eye thing going, like penetrates your skull or penetrates your. Yeah. I don't know. So, but yes, like yeah. You're talking about this one then, right? This. I'm gonna assume that's what you're speaking of. Yeah, where he was livid. He does look like looks like a chick. Just the way his face is. Looks like a woman. Yeah, but no, dude. I'm so happy Azami's beating the allegations though. People been as soon as they saw him, like, nah, this dude's he's this, he's that, he's the betrayer. No, he ain't, bro. No, he ain't. He is just as pissed about this as everyone, as Shiba, as Samura. Maybe not Chihiro. Chihiro is probably angrier than anyone about this, but he is just as angry. So, Azami beating the allegations. Cannot wait to see what's up with this guy. Yeah, very interesting. Very curious to see what his deal is. Like, why did your now you can really look at how Okazona's art style shift with him. Oh yeah, I mean, because if you look at him in early chapters, like what's he called? Yeah, I'm gonna try to look it up. Yeah, look at that. He looks kind of goofy. Actually, I shouldn't be. I didn't realize what this was. I probably shouldn't be showing. It's not. Yeah, like he looks pretty goofy. He hurts his hand. Like, yeah, he looks way different. And then you look at him now, and he's cold. He's cold. Yeah, like this panel to this, he looks so much cooler. He really does. Oh, I'm not showing my page. Oh my god, I'm struggling today. This is not a good day for me. This is not a good day. I'm struggling. Yeah, so like from this. Oh no, come on. Why would you show me a panel I didn't want to see? Like from this Azami. Oh my god. From oh my god. I mean, this is for the last time. From this Azami to this Azami is so we all agree Azami's a traitor. No, he ain't. I'm gonna comment right now. I'm gonna reply to this right now. Okay. Oh no, I'm not signing in. Oh yeah, I picked a bad one to like highlight as a. But here we go. To this is just look at that. Zami's a traitor. No. Let me close out of this. Now I'm aware I'm not sharing anything. So yeah, he ain't, bro. He beat the allegations. Azami is not the traitor. I've been saying this. Actually, I don't know. I've not been super. I'm like, I don't think he's the traitor. I haven't been like super hard on defending Azami. I've been like sort of low key with that. I'm like, nah, I don't think he's the traitor. But now that he's proven not, I can laugh at all the people who thought he was. So I can jump on the bandwagon, sort of. So here, I'll just share this so you guys have something to look at. Really cool chapter. We got it. We got the elimination of newly introduced side characters that they love to do. Joker and Bane over here. Doesn't matter what their name is. Spent a little too much time with this dude. I hope he does like. If he comes back, then I won't be upset. But if this was just like a one-off just to hype these guys up, it does kind of feel like a little bit of a waste of time. But whatever, I'll get over it because the way this chapter ends is so cool. Where he shows up, he's got his boss music going on. He's about to show off in front of these dudes. And just breaks out, clobbers him. His fighting, I still love this. Azami's fighting style is assault and battery. It's just crimes. It's fun to have people to bounce off of. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he just puts in great work. And we set up a fight between Izami and this dude. Now, knowing how Kagurabachi works, just my guess would be we're not going to see this fight, at least initially. Like, we probably will see this fight next chapter, but we'll most likely see more of a Curry and what's going to go on with him, just because that's how this ends right here. You know what I'm saying? So I have a feeling this is what we're going to pick up with. And maybe we'll see more of this fight towards the end of the chapter, but I think we'll get a little more plot development with him. Now, this is interesting because I've noticed I have in my hard cut to another fight, probably. I mean, hard cut to whatever's going on with a Curry, and then he gets ambushed by maybe a Curry gets to fight worst Genist or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe or Hishaku. I would not be surprised if that happens. But as long as we can, that's the thing. I have faith. We're gonna get to all this. We're gonna see this fight. We're gonna see Chihiro versus Samura. We're gonna see Hakuri do something. Hopefully we'll see Shiba and Hiyuki do something. I was so excited about that last week, but then I went back and I'm like, that is just not what that panel says. My reading comprehension is not there. It just blatantly says, no, I thought they were going to attack the other sword bearers, so I positioned them there. So sorry if I got anyone's hopes up after watching this and being like, I got convinced by because I said it very confidently that we're going to see Shiba and Hiyuki fight. No, we're not. It's Izami. It's the other Kamunabo higher ups. Yeah, honestly, I'd be excited to see some of the other Kamunabo higher ups. Who's the old grandpa guy who's sort of like the Netero guy. I want to see him fight. I want to see full flame bone. I want to see that too, bro. I've been waiting for characters like her. I've been waiting for Hiyuki and Shiba to go all out. And it looks like and that's what I'm saying. I'm hyped because it looks like we're about to see Izami go all out. I mean, this Hishaku guy probably ain't no putz. He's better than these two. Who he just embarrasses. It is really funny how they hype him up, and these guys were an elite squad without being an elite squad. Dyslexic, dude. Today is not my day. This is not my peak performance of live streaming. I mean, on normal days it's not much better than this, but today is especially bad. The highs aren't that high, but usually it's not this low. But yeah, seeing Izami go all out, I mean, again, he's got to have some sort of sorcery. My assumption is going to be it's a sorcery that just amps his fighting. He's not going to be pulling out laser beams out of his fingers or something. I think it's just going to be something that enhances his hand-to-hand combat. I wonder what this is what it's got me wondering. Do the gloves do anything? I'll do next report. No gloves. I'll do it barehanded. What does that mean? Are the gloves his power? I don't know how this works. The work effect, the worf. Probably mean work. The work effect in full force. Yep. But man, really good build-up chapter. Can't wait to see what comes of this. Super hyped. We see another Hishaku member for the first time. That's really neat. I was kind of when I saw the three of them come in, I was like, oh, we're gonna meet all of the Hishaku members right here. But no, that is not true. Anyways, so something I noticed, it's Worf. What is that? Worf, fictional character. Oh, Star Trek. Yeah, see, I don't know Star Trek. Worf. Oh, wait, Worf effect. Oh, you know what's great? No. I've heard of this. Because this is the whole idea that he's built up. He's the strongest race, and so anytime we want to introduce, I'm not I saw a bit of this when looking up, but I've heard this before. Like he's like a super strong race or whatever. He's the strongest person on the crew, and so anytime you want to build up a really impactful bad guy, he beats him up. So it's like, what's the point of this? Like it doesn't. So like you come away thinking he's not that strong, even though he's built up to be. I think that's what it is. Wait, let me look at it. Alien of the Week shows up. Yeah. Okay. That is. I guess I was right. I just didn't know the name, but I've heard that before. That there's a Star Trek. My dad's in the Star Trek. I don't know. I never got into it. So TV tropes. Yeah. Yeah. I gotcha. No, I need you to like get me started, and then I understood. Yeah. No, definitely that. That's the whole thing with the elite squads that they do. Or the the anti-cloud gouger, anti-N10. There was another one too, right? Or well, there was like Urah's protection squad. Like any of these squads, they're done. They're all dead. That's what these two dudes were. Just to hype up Azami. So now, something I noticed when I was reading, I was doing a bit of a reread through Raikuzaichi, and I saw the first little bit of the Swordbearer assassination arc. It is like actually kind of well defined what the arcs are. What I mean by that is at the very beginning of the Sword Assassination arc, they say Swordbearer Assassination arc, right? Like it introduces this arc. Now, what hasn't happened and everything since then is we have not gotten an introduction to what like Hishaku attack or Kamunabo under siege or nothing like that. So to me, that implies that this is all part of the same arc. Now, to be fair, there was no difference in the story. There was nothing said between. There was no like title card that said beginning of the Raikuzaichi arc versus the Sojo arc, right? There's no like delineation between there. From the way I see it, I think the story views the whole Raikuzaichi section from the beginning to the end of the Raikuzaichi as one story arc. And it sees this as the second story arc, even though I would say it's the third because Sojo versus Sojo is its own separate thing. But yeah, my interpretation of this is we are still in the same arc. Now, maybe you could split it up. I can definitely agree with like once Chihiro quote unquote dies to Samura. If you say that's part 2 of the arc or something like that, but it is still, to me, I see this as one giant arc. And it is really heating up. Because everything we've done with Samura, I'm just talking the second half of this arc. Everything we've done with Samura has been fantastic. And now we're introducing this whole other set piece here of Azami and sub arcs. Yeah, maybe something like that. Like I really wouldn't know how to break it up, if you ask me. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like maybe part 2 of the Swordbearer assassination would be like after, like when Chihiro pops out of the elevator with the Mazumi, like that would be bing, and then that's part 2 starts right after that. I don't know. Don't ask me, but this is heating up. Yeah, like assassination, Samura hunt, the whole like middle part, and now we're entering like the third act of Kamunabo assault mini arc. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. Because again, like there are 4 other Hishaku members outside. Who are they gonna fight? Right? The only person here is Azami, and it looks like honestly, I think he's gonna have his hands full as one Hishaku member. Now, Hikari's there, but they've already sort of downplayed his fighting ability. I think it's gonna have to be the members of the Kamunabo board. The Netero looking guy, Wolverine, the other head dude. I want here, I'm pulling it up. I want the long neck. Where'd it go? I want I want long neck over here. I want to see him fight. This is my favorite. This guy's my favorite. The Glup Shitos from the Kagurabachi series. This guy, we don't even know his name. My favorite Glump Shito. For real. Now, so we met Kudo, who was another member of this board, but like I said, he's the only guy on here we know. This guy, who I'm calling like Little Netero or whatever, he is really cool. He's like, oh, he was like trying to spar with whatchamacallem, Samura. And then you have this guy who's also seems to be like a higher up. And then Wolverine. Oh, and then this guy. This is Kudo. So those are like the only really characters of that we've introduced. Adopted some of the nicknames. I like, Worst Genus was pretty that was funny. I like that. I see. I never finished. I never finished My Hero, but I know I'm familiar with Genus. But yeah, Worst Genus, Femshaku, Samurai Hatshaku. Hatshaku's been around. We were calling him that in the very beginning. Hatshaku over here. But yeah, I want to see these guys fight. I do. I feel like they're going to be important. Well, yeah, that's really about it for this chapter. Like I said, good chapter, just nothing crazy. Nothing like last week's chapter or the week before. Those are absolutely highlights. This one is definitely a rising action. We get a lot of great stuff from Azami, which I love. Give us more side characters. That's why I'm so excited with this arc. It's like we're getting a whole section just away from Chihiro, which, not to say I don't like Chihiro, but a big thing I've been saying is I want to see more of the side characters, because you introduce these really cool side characters and then you focus on Chihiro so much, which again, it's not an issue, but like you can also use these side characters. So I'm glad Azami's getting some love. Please let at some point Shiba and Hiyuki, please let them do something. Hiyuki's already gone. Like, I would rather see, at this point, I'd rather see Shiba. Tell that to the brother. Fair enough. But yeah, at this point, I'd rather see Shiba do something than Hiyuki. We've seen Hiyuki do quite a bit. Yes, I do want to see her go all out, but I'd rather see an on-screen fight with Shiba than see Hiyuki do something again, because Shiba's a master of the off-screen. But yeah, Hakuri, please let Hakuri fight. Let Azami fight. I honestly wouldn't mind if we spent like 10 chapters here, at least, just doing all this stuff. And then we somehow tie into Chihiro versus Samura. Like I said, I don't know if it was you or it was the other guy we were watching with, Will of Bald last week. I said last week twice. Who said Hirohiko not Hirohiko. Oh my god, Hakuri. That Hakuri might summon Samura and Chihiro back, since he's already logged Samura into the storehouse in order to get his sword back in the beginning of this arc. And obviously he has Chihiro and the sword. So I could totally see a situation where shit's getting out of hand. For some reason, Hakuri thinks, I need Chihiro right now. And then he also summons Samura. Actually, I don't know why he would summon Samura, but I can see a reason where that happens. And then we go flashback and we get like 2 or 3 chapters of them actually fighting. And then we cut to present and they've finished their fight. It was the other guy. Yeah, I think he said, and I'm like, that's probably going to happen. He's going to summon Chihiro here. And maybe even Samura. Though I don't know what reason he would have to summon Samura. Yeah, there really isn't a reason you want to summon Samura. But regardless, I'm totally fine if we spend 10 chapters here and then cut back to Chihiro versus Samura, even though I want to see Chihiro versus Samura so bad. That's what this whole arc has been building back up to. I've been waiting for this. But I am enjoying this part too. The whole arc, the way this arc is going is so peak. It's great. Hikuri's nerf probably affects the range of his summon. See, I can see him doing something like that. Because honestly, Hikuri, if you can just summon Chihiro whenever, wherever, that'd be pretty OP. That really would be. Now, something I've always been unfamiliar with, even during the Raikuzaichi, is like Hikuri can be in his own storehouse, right? But like his real body is still outside, right? But can he just like, just disappear, like actually himself enter Hikuri's Shakira? I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, Will. Are you talking Shakira, the singer? Yeah, I don't get that one. But I don't know. Can Hikuri just disappear and like enter his own storehouse, or does he have to be present in the real world at all times? I don't know. But storehouse is really overpowered, so I can see him. Like I kind of get what they're saying. Right, he could access it, but could he because he could exist because he was in the middle of the Raikuzaichi, like he was just sort of standing there doing stuff. So he can. Okay. So he can just disappear at any moment and enter the storehouse. Yeah, I know. I think you're right. I don't recall if that's whatever, wherever. I got you. See, that's what I thought you were referring to. Shakira. I got you. Wherever, whenever. We're meant to be together. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. I feel like I'm just sort of rambling now. I'm thinking I'm going to wrap it up. Knowing Kagurabachi, we never have breaks, so that is a great benefit of reading Kagurabachi. It is every week. As long as Shonen Jump ain't on break, neither is Hokuzono. So we will be back next week with probably not this fight. knowing Hokuzono, we're probably going to see whatever Hikuri's doing, but back with the Hishaku raid on the Kamunabo. And also, I think we're probably getting a One Piece chapter next week, so I'll also be reacting to that. In the meantime, I may have a video coming out. Not sure yet. Depends on how much progress I make on it. But outside of that, yeah, till next week. Thanks, Will of the Bald, for chatting with me this whole time. Makes me feel like I'm not crazy and talking to myself. And anyone else out there, appreciate you. And we'll see you guys next week for Kagurabachi, Chapter 80. Chapter 80 of Kagurabachi. All right. Peace.